off with some shoulder pressing, light warm-up set here. We're going 45 each side. Hey, that's not light though. That could be good for.
Could be somebody's max. Ain't no shame in it.
No shame in it. But it's really important to make sure you are heavy warmed up on here, because your shoulder is going to be the first muscle that really hurts you in the gym. Everybody, it's always shoulder. Everybody always gets a crunchy shoulder.
The shoulders will get you.
Pop that thing out once.
This one especially too, we're standing. So you're putting a little pressure on your lower back. You want to be engaging your core so you're not hurting anything. And
my second injury ever was a lower spine from doing freaking shoulder dumbbell raises for my shoulders. So popped my spine a little bit, hurt real bad.
Look at the lettuce. Look at that cheddar on the head.
Look at my cheddar.
Yeah,
Curly
got some curls. Got some curls.
A lot tanner than you.
Get into it. This one's great, honestly. It's isolated, which I don't love. I love kind of doing it seated. You can get the free range, but the isolated almost makes it better. You can push your elbows back towards your back while you're doing it.
Specific machine, machine there, that was awesome.
It's great. Moving on to chest. We're already warmed up with a pressing movement, so we start with a little heavier weight. Keeping those scaps back. We're going to be pressing up.
Incline presses
presses.
So necessary. I mean, there's good science to say that an incline works just as much lower as a standard. So, if you're doing a standard press, get some sips in. But if you're doing a standard, back to it. Standard press is always going to just kind of work out that mid to lower section. You're not getting any upper chest development.
The upper works at all.
And the upper is part of the chest that really just lacks in a lot of bodies. For me, I'm lacking in chest all over, obviously, but it's something we're working hard on, boys. So.
Nice angle here. Great pressing.
And we're on to
moving on to shoulders. Machines. This one's great.
You have your hands in there.
Obviously, you don't see this machine every day. You can substitute this for just regular flies, like dumbbell flies.
The thing is, the tension on here is constant.
Yeah.
Dumbbell fly, you're going to have a weird tension curve where you're
at
not
the
really
bottom
getting anything
versus
at the
top.
bottom.
Absolutely.
This is really helpful for
the whole way through
that shoulder all the way through.
Keeping the hands forward a little bit, so we're isolating that side delt a little bit more. Keep your hands too far to the side, too far back, you can end up almost shrugging it at the top.
I personally like to lean forward. He doesn't like that I do this, but I like to get a little bit of my
look at how your shoulders almost shrugging at the top. Look at how your shoulders almost shrugging at the top.
I don't mind it.
Just a little bit, but you're just taking away marginal. We're all about the margins. Moving on to triceps.
For this, you're going to notice a difference in my hand position versus his. You really need, if you're doing this straight standing up, the point of this exercise that we're trying to do is to get your knuckles facing each other. He was coaching.
Yeah, so it's two different exercises, really. Like, so this is an exercise for your triceps. Obviously, everybody knows the rope pushdowns, but this one, see how my knuckles are facing each other, his palms are facing each other. You're going to use a little bit lighter weight. It's going to put a little bit more stress on your wrists just because of the funky angle.
Definitely your first time you're going to notice your wrists. Go lightweight, boys.
It is a crazy burner to mix in there if you're getting tired of your regular triceps.
Different burn.
Completely different. Very different.
So here I'm trying. I didn't get it yet. Again, my first time doing it.
We're learning. We all learning. Learning every day. Learning every day. The triceps are fascinating.
We're on the upper chest motion. Unfortunately, this is a shoulder press machine. Obviously, yeah. It's a little bit low for this. If the bench was adjustable in any way, it would be so tight, but it's not.
It really would be. This is a great one.
Certain
angles. When we switch the lighting over here, switch the other side. Oh yeah. You're definitely working your front delt a good bit here, but if you keep those scaps really pinched, you can really get a great look at that.
You can see.
Look at how that upper chest is really getting the pump there. And obviously,
you can see my front delt isn't flaring that much. It's flaring.
Not terribly, but it is. Not as great for isolating that upper chest, but you definitely get a great pump.
Look at the way your upper chest flares. It's completely.
So I'm really focusing on pinching my scaps back, and definitely isolating that upper chest. But
you have just a much better mind-muscle connection, and I talk about it a lot, but for me, I have such an issue with my chest flaring.
It's tough thing to
It's a
get.
hard thing to learn for some people.
Got to get that thing sound checked. Make sure
Slap. It's great.
it's not too rusty in there. You know what I mean?
Slap's crazy.
Onto
Love
the
this
shoulders.
one.
This one's great. A leverage now is focused on your elbows versus your hands.
elbows.
No, I mean the point of leverage,
Yeah.
the point of pressing is going from your hands with a regular fly to your elbows. So you're bringing the leverage in. You're able to put more weight on those shoulders.
You can put a lot more weight in, but you can injure yourself still.
Absolutely, got to be careful whenever you're doing shoulders.
Taking your hand out of it, it's a much cleaner movement. But again, sometimes I've in the past hurt myself just thinking I could push more weight.
Pump it.
Get those partials in.
Get some partials.
Don't be
Really
afraid of
force. This one, because we're stacking so much weight, we can really force those partials, pump some blood to that muscle.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. You never see anybody doing partials. Most people in the gym are really just doing their 10.
They're getting to where they're good.
They're
We're pushing.
Don't be comfortable, guys.
I mean, we do it too, but
Yeah.
with a lot of exercise, we want to get to the point of failure, even a little bit past. Force blood back to the chest.
Partials, a little past.
This is a great machine. Everyone knows
Opening
the
my
fly
hands
machine.
again. I do that because it really helps me feel my chest flaring. It's a huge benefit to me. Lowering the weight a little bit, opening the hands, making me really feel that contraction.
I like to focus on a little bit of lean backwards, arching my back ever so slightly.
You arch
Again,
your back,
pinching,
for sure.
arching my back.
Love arching
Pinching
your
my
back, definitely.
scaps, and really feeling it in that lower mid chest, keeping those scaps back, isolating that chest, keeping that back arched. Pause. Still hetero.
Long arms, bro.
Great
Custom.
one. Great
The
one for
custom
chest.
shirts are hilarious.
Great one for chest.
Just trimmed up.
Yeah, look at those striations. Disgusting shoulder vein. Onto the cooking.
Straight into the chicken.
Got to get to the feasting.
We're gonna be doing some barbecue chicken.
A little bit of a
Barbecue
shorter
sauce,
workout. We had a
sweet
little
berries.
dinner date, so keeping the
600 degrees, guys. If you can go 700, hot and fast for chicken.
hot and
Hot
fast for
10 minutes each side.
Don't dry them out. Don't dry them out.
Let's slow cook a chicken.
Keep them
just
wet.
dries
Look at those
it out.
slides on there.
And grilling is so much healthier,
Boy.
guys. And you take the butter, the oil out of it.
Hey, but you know what? Try out that air fryer. I've tried it. I fucked it up, messed it up.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
unfortunately, like for volume like this,
Air fryer gonna take a little bit. If you're cooking for yourself, they make those big air fryers, those big suckers with like 2
Smart.
volts.
Yeah, this is my girlfriend's apartment. Like, I don't have access to my own grill.
Let's
So
hope
if you
that
can
age as well.
find-
Let's hope that sentence ages well.
That'd be huge.
We'll see if she sticks around.
But if you can find yourself a grill to use it.
How long you gonna cook that?
Even in the wintertime, I grill.
How long you gonna cook that?
It's not just a one.
How long you
season
say
thing.
you gonna cook it?
10 minutes each side.
10 minutes each side.
See, these are not getting dark enough. That one's good.
Nah, they're good on the backside. Whoa, pause.
Pause.
Still hetero. Gonna put it back in now.
10 more minutes. Bonk.
Ooh, he's coming off. Yeah.
Some might.
I would say a little charred on that one side, but the other side,
I want it to be.
depends how you like it. I like a little char.
When you cut it, you don't notice all that.
I like a little
char.
char. I like a little
on the
char.
inside. It's nice and juicy inside.
Oh, that's a good big piece of chicken.
Big piece of chicken. But yeah, no, I mean that's really about it for the lift. Get a meal in. Always eat your protein after you
Get some
lift.
protein.
And I really prefer a whey protein shake and then dinner. It's looking good though. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching us, guys. Thanks for your support. Leave a like and a sub.
Peace.